Hello, folks, and welcome back to twitch.tv/games with Nick. I have the week off this week, so I was just in the mood to stream a little bit more. So let's go ahead and just go do that. So we're playing Gabriel Night 3 Part 3. We are investigating the disappearance of a kid by a bunch of vampires, and exploring the mystery of the little town of Randleshit. Actually, we're gonna start by staying where we are and waiting for people to come by so we can follow them. So far, we've met the main cast members of the game. See what they're up to. Here are Lady Estelle and Lady Howard coming. Let's see if they stop somewhere. Ooh, I feel like at this point, if they're not stopping, they might just be. Okay. Looks like they're not really going anywhere. Is there anyone else? Oh, maybe they're here, actually? Uh-oh. I can't seem to be able to interact with anything else or open the menu. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead then and, I guess, restart the game. On my mouse right now, because it can move, so. Wow, this is a weird-ass bug. I have to go all the way to Task Manager to kill it. Alright, let's restart, and this time not follow Lady Howard and Lady Estelle. Okay, continue. There is nothing to do over here anymore now that Wilkes left. Let us go back out. We still haven't really explored either of these locations. So, see what Madeline Bouthane is up to.
It's Madeline's van, all right. Madeline's driving the van. Ooh, believe me, I'm not going to be forgetting that anytime soon.
Also, our usual reminder that that is Tim Curry. The Tim Curry. So, yeah.
A stone slab called the Dal the Coombe Sword was discovered at this spot. This slab allegedly contained encoded messages related to the Wren's enigma, but it has since vanished. Coombe's sword still draws curious seekers hoping for more clues.
Cool.
Ooh, if I thought about her for too long, I'd be walking funny.
God. He's such a Lothario.
Fancy meeting a girl like you in a place like this.
Oh, hello, Monsieur Knight.
Sightseeing, are we?
I am refreshing my memory for tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You mean for that tour thing? So what's so special about this place?
Nothing. And anyway, you are not taking the tour, so why do you care?
You got a point there.
Great talk. Now from Coombe Seward, and not mistaken, walk over the other side, which is Lamar, or Mosley apparently is of.
Oh, hi, Gabe.
It's Gabriel, you flatfoot. What are you doing here?
Me? Oh, just looking around.
I thought you said you were busy this afternoon.
I am busy. I'm busy looking around. And if I'd wanted my mother along, I would have invited her, Knight.
Okay, all right. Forget I mentioned it. I could swear he's up to something. I just don't know what.
Okay. Let's go back the way we came from. Let's get a bike again. Let's make a note of the fact that Mosley's bike is this one.
Got it.
Also, still haven't quite explored the castle area. Ooh, rock negative.
HLK 841J. I'd write it down if I knew who rented it.
That way goes to the writer's house, which we should talk to later. Here we have Mr. Baza.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Back at ya. You look comfortable.
Yes, I'm enjoying the sun immensely, thank you.
To be honest, this would be a pretty cool spot to do some meditation. Let me swap to my binocs.
Well, well. Looks like those two are having a conflict of interest. Very curious.
Oh God. I just wanna. I thought that was the town, but nowhere else. Let's see. Let's read about the Chateau de Blanchefort.
It's a diagram of the chateau that used to be here. It's a diagram.
What does it say? Over the Blanchefort family, possibly including Bertrand de Blanchefort, the sixth Grand Master of the Knights Templar. This chateau was under Templar possession from 1132 until at least from 132 until at least 1130. Feels like very old to be a medieval castle. But how do I know? Now how do we get out? No, down this way. Let's go have a chat with the writer, I guess.
That must be Chester's car.
Hello. May I help you?
I hope so. The name is Knight. Gabriel Knight. The Abbé at Rennes-le-Château recommended you as a Templar scholar.
Did he now?
Yep, he said, go talk to Larry Chester about the Templars. And then he said, and let me know what you think.
Well, in that case, you'd better come in. Can I get you some tea?
No, thank you.
Now then, what can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
Madame Girard mentioned that the Holy Grail is sometimes linked to the Templars.
It is, yes. In many of the early Grail legends, the knights were described as Templars, wearing the white mantle with a red cross.
She said something about them actually finding the Grail in the Holy Land. Do you think that's possible?
Yes, I do.
So you think the Templars found the Holy Grail in Jerusalem and brought it back here?
Let me put it this way. When the Templars were founded in 1118, there were 9 knights. Their stated purpose was to protect pilgrims on the road. But for years they did nothing of the sort. They were given quarters in the Temple of Solomon by King Bedouin himself. There they stayed, and there they excavated for 9 years. Then, in 1128, they changed completely. They returned to Europe and began recruiting. Their wealth and power grew on an unprecedented curve.
So you do think they found the Grail?
I think you're taking the legend of the Grail a little too literally. As with many things of the Middle Ages, it was often wiser and safer to speak in allegory.
What's the Holy Grail an allegory of?
I have a feeling that will come to light sometime in the next decade.
Okay.
The Abbé mentioned that you're working on a book.
Yes, I'm a historian.
And you're writing about the Templars?
Oh, exactly. This area is rich in Templar history. That's why I thought I'd come here to write. It's a kind of sabbatical, really.
A sabbatical from what?
I teach at a prep school in Manchester.
Is there any reason to think the Templars left something here, specifically?
It's not unknown that the Templars were digging in the region. They claimed they were mining the old Roman gold veins, but they hired only German workers who couldn't communicate with the locals. Naturally, that led to some speculation.
I read in the museum that several of the Templar founders and the Grand Master were from this region.
That's true. They also had several bases here and owned a great deal of land. The Chateau de Serres, for example, was built on top of an old Templar fortress.
Why were the Templars accused of heresy?
There are many theories, but most scholars agree that King Philip was jealous of their authority. He wanted to confiscate their land and their reputed treasure. Unfortunately, the Templars themselves helped him make his case. They boasted of the secrets they'd learned in the Holy Land.
Secrets?
Mystical secrets from Kabbalists and Arabic astronomers. Of course, to Christendom this was nothing but witchcraft. Those who confessed were released. Those who did not were burnt at the stake, including the last Grand Master, Jacques Molay.
And they dissolved completely after that?
The Knights Templar were no more, yes.
The Templars had a lot of wealth, right? Gold, money, land.
Absolutely.
And that's one possibility for the alleged local treasure? The Templar stash?
Yes, but
You don't think so?
they had warning before their arrest. Perhaps some chose to believe that the church would ultimately protect them, but they had enough sense to move the treasure.
To where?
There are various locations. Ireland and Scotland have a great deal of Templar history, for example.
If the Templars smuggled out their treasure, wouldn't that sort of blow the Grail theory?
Perhaps there were some things that were too large or too, shall we say, localized to take with them. No, they left something behind in the long dock. You can be sure of that, Mr. Knight.
Okay. Anything else to do here?
I don't have anything else to say to him. The guy's into maps. Yep, he's a writer, all right. Only writers have this many books. Thanks for the info, Mr. Chester.
You're most welcome. What is your interest in the Templars, if you don't mind my asking?
No, I don't mind. Thanks again.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken.
It's Larry's office window.
Maybe this is not something we need to do right now. Okay, let's get back to parking lot. I guess it's. Let me. First of all, grab the license plate that Baza is driving. Then make a spare save. And try and follow Lady Estelle and Lady Howard again. Go. Do I have a feeling that they're not really going in? It's funny, nobody actually takes the middle road that goes through Rennes le Chateau. They always
They're
stick
just
to you.
driving around the valley. Forget that.
Yeah. What I thought. But we get some points for that, so you know, that's something. Let's badger this man again about the sandworms.
Having better luck with sandworms here?
Go to hell, Knight. When I find that treasure, you're gonna be laughing out of the other side of your face.
If you find the treasure, I'll laugh out of any orifice you desire.
I'll remember that.
So, is there something special about this place?
Rock Negra. It's just a local landmark. It means black rock.
I kind of figured out that part.
There's a white rock around here, too.
Are the names supposed to mean something?
Yeah, they mean black and white.
I
Stop bothering me. Go find Madeline if you want a bleeding tour.
mean, you know, to be fair to Wilkes, who's, you know, another Lothario and jackass overall, but yeah, he's got a point there. Look at Geek Cordu.
I don't have my...
Okay, let's not go look at Geek Cordu. We did do Rennes-les-Bains. We did talk at the station in Quiza. Nothing's left of the Hermitage. You know, I'm actually not sure what we're waiting for now. Oh. We're not waiting for anything. That's what we're waiting for. Day 1, 6 to 10. Alright. We might be finishing this game in
It looks like the cavalry has arrived.
a couple weeks, honestly.
Gabriel, are you all right?
Why? Is my hair messed up? I'm not. Prince James told me to be expecting you.
Is there somewhere more private where we can talk?
Yeah, I have a room. Come on up.
Here's your fee, Mr. Knight. Prince James wanted me to express his gratitude to you for tracking the kidnappers.
Yeah.
Have you learned anything since this morning?
This is supposed to be a Scottish
The
accent.
taxi driver saw the two men.
I'm not sure I'll buy it.
They were picked up by a black sedan. He didn't get the model, but he said it looked expensive.
Did he say which way they went?
They headed for the main valley loop.
Anything else?
Well, I haven't seen any trace of the baby, but there's a tour group staying here. Most of them arrived last night. None of them are the men from the train, but they might be linked somehow. Emilio Bazza and a Signore Buccelli arrived at the hotel around the time of the Paris train. Buccelli claims he came in on a train from Naples, but Cuiza doesn't have a Naples route.
Very curious. We'll look into it.
Wait, there's something I didn't tell Prince James on the phone.
Yes?
When I was coming to on the train, I heard one of the kidnappers say something in French. I remember the word San Grial. It means Holy Grail. Do you have any idea what the Holy Grail might have to do with Prince James' son?
I'm sorry. We're not authorized to discuss Prince James's affairs. But thank you for your observations. Good night. Miss Nakamura, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, you too. Thanks for the lift.
Goodbye, Miss Nakamura. Mr. Knight?
Damn, I thought we had a case.
We do.
Well, Prince James let you go.
Yeah, that's his prerogative.
Wait, but if the kidnappers weren't the night visitors...
Who says they weren't? I saw them. There was something not right about them at all.
Okay, what about the San Grail thing? What would vampires want with the Holy Grail?
I don't know.
Well, McDougal and Mallory sure seem to know. Maybe Prince James has the Grail, and the kidnapping is an attempt at blackmail.
I don't think Prince James has the Grail. Look, there's this whole treasure hunting thing linked to this town. I don't have time to explain. Could you please hook up Sydney and check out the Grail and vampires?
Yeah, sure.
And, looks like you might have to stay with me. The hotel's booked up.
Oh, all right. Say, do you mind waiting till tomorrow morning on the research thing? I have to get Sydney configured and I am pretty beat.
No, that's fine. You must have been really worried. Sorry, Gracie. I'm gonna go keep an eye on my replacements.
Bye.
Oh, Dr. Jean. Is she named Jean? That seems weird.
Oh, Monsieur Knight, I hope your head is feeling better.
It is, actually. Thanks for asking. Did you see or hear a baby last night?
No, Monsieur Knight, not at the hotel. I hear my niece at home, maybe, but here there are no babies staying at the hotel.
I was looking at the register. Do you remember exactly when people arrived last night?
Let me think. The big group arrives together maybe 7:30, and later Monsieur Baza.
What time?
Maybe 9 o'clock? No, more like 10, I think. Then you, maybe an hour later. Then Signore Buccelli.
What time did Buccelli get here?
Just after midnight, I remember, because the clock chimes at midnight, and I sometimes get a bit nervous, and I lock the door. Signore Buchelli came after I locked it. I had to let him in.
Nervous? What are you getting nervous about?
Oh, Monsieur Nat, we have many old legends in this area.
You didn't see two men with a trunk last night, did you? Maybe outside in the parking lot or driving around town?
No, not in town. This is a very quiet place, monsieur. Monsieur Mosley and Monsieur Wilkes arrived with the tour group, but I do not remember a trunk.
Okay, thanks.
Alright.
Buccelli arrived after me all right, but not on a train from Naples. I have no way of verifying what Emilio said.
Let's maybe tell them a little more discreetly. I know the game doesn't care, but... Nobody behind you. Don't believe the hype. Definitely not following you. Totally not keeping tabs of you. While you go intimidate Yepe. It's not really an update because it's not consecrated.
Oui. Qui est-ce?
Arno, is it then?
Oui. Yes. Who are you?
Hold him.
Who are you?
We're Scots, God help ya.
You are hurting me.
Where's the bairn?
I don't know what you...
The baby. Prince James's baby. If you've harmed him...
I don't know what you are talking about.
Last night, Prince James of Albany's son and only heir was taken from his house.
You don't think we had anything to do with it? That's preposterous.
Is it now? Then why were their kidnappers followed to Coiza?
Coiza?
On the train.
Well, I have no idea. I swear to you, the order had nothing to do with it.
Perhaps you were not informed.
No. Well, why would they bring the infant here then? If they were going to do something so outrageous, I assure you, they would not bring him to Rennes-le-Château. You are mistaken, sir.
We find the baby unharmed, or all negotiations cease immediately.
But one thing has nothing to do with the other. Surely Prince James has other...
We'll be back tomorrow. You'd better have an answer, Arno.
You'd better have an answer. Aye, you lad. And it's just, I love how he's clearly invisible to everyone.
That window is in the...
This is not talking to anyone. I was wondering if I could do, but I guess I'm following the prince's men. Don't mind me not telling you by being right between you. No, totes. Funny, they're going backwards for the first time. Everybody always goes clockwise.
They drove into Larry Chester's driveway. Weird.
Well, let's go up here and approach good old Larry's house from the other side. Oh, here. Hide in the shadows. Oh, we need to pay attention to this.
Yes?
So thumbs touching, pinkies, sort of will shake. Okay. And then for last, we have the thumbs touching, pinky, regular shake, the one where fingers are kind of apart. Oh, with thumbs interlocking, and then crushing one thumb.
You shouldn't be here. We don't have a choice.
It's like, I'm not sure why he did it with both. I get the, like, gaming reason why he did it with both.
Shoot, they must be in the living room or something. Too bad.
Okay, well, time is advanced. I'm actually kind of curious. Guess we can see L'Hermitage from up here, too. Anyways, let's just go back to Grace and Mosley. Well, we still remember the weird handshake. I'm in room 25, which is this one.
Finally, there you are. Hey, you didn't tell me Mosley was here? What a bizarre coincidence.
Yeah. Coincidence.
I'm still not quite sure how it...
Hey, I was just talking about the tour tomorrow. Gracie's going. Are you?
Actually, it would be a good chance to do some snooping around here. Besides, it sounds like a monumental snarl.
The treasure's got to fit into the case somehow.
What people think about the treasure, sure. As for the treasure itself, it sounds like a snark hunt. Right, Mose?
I don't know.
Gabriel, the kidnappers were talking about the Grail. Plus, they came here. Why would they come here unless they were connected to the treasure?
I didn't say they weren't connected. I'm just more interested in the suspects than digging around in the dirt. Right, Mose?
I don't know.
Well, I am going to figure it out.
Fine. Now, could we talk about, let's see, the case for a minute?
What's up?
I followed Prince James's men tonight.
Yeah? What'd they do?
First, they had a little chat with the local abbé, accused him of taking the baby. The abbé swore the order had nothing to do with it.
The Order?
Then they went to see Larry Chester out by Blanchford. The guy's supposed to be a British scholar, but Mallory and McDougal knocked on his door and gave him this weird freaking handshake.
What kind of handshake?
Let's see if I can remember it.
Alright, so it is thumbs touching. Then it's the pinkies. Then it's the regular handshake. Then it's the interlocking thumbs, and then it's the crushing thumb.
Wow. Good eyes, bud. It's Masonic.
Masonic? As in Freemasons?
That's right, Grace.
How do you know it's Freemasons?
Oh, as a cop, you learn things.
Yeah, like the location of all the Dunkin' Donuts in town. Am I missing something? Why would Prince James send Freemasons down here?
Duh.
What? Prince James is a Freemason?
Well, how the hell would you know, Mr. New Orleans?
Well, he sent the Freemasons down here, didn't he?
Well, Prince James did say he thought the kidnapping was political. Could it have something to do with the Freemasons?
If Prince James's men are Freemasons, then what about the Abbey? Who's the Order?
Someone the Masons don't trust.
Who's the natural enemy of
the numbers, Mason? What do they mean?
I don't think that the Masons are exactly chummy with the Vatican, if you know what I mean.
There you go. The Abbey is a priest.
Why would the Vatican kidnap a baby?
Gracie, I think you have an idealized view of the Catholic Church.
I agree. There's got to be more to the Abbey than that, if Prince James' men acted the way you say they acted.
Maybe. I'll look into it.
Hey, why don't we go down and have some dinner? Mosley was trying to talk me into it before you came back. Are you hungry?
Starved.
Cheer up. Between the Freemasons, the Order, and the night visitors, there's gotta be a case in here somewhere.
That's true, Gracie. Life is good. Come on, poster boy.
Shut up, Nat.
Yeah, not. Alright, and that ends day 1. Oh. Yes, over the existing. I want to keep. It's not 9 to 12, it's 7 to 10.